it going? Thad here with Iowa Budget RC. And so today I am going to start the repairs and cleanup of this original QD Midnight Pumpkin. This is the one that I've been looking for because I had this as a kid, and it's a real Tamiya QD Midnight Pumpkin. These were introduced in 1988 or 89, I can't remember, and I got mine Christmas of 1989, but they were their entry-level hobby grade style trucks, and this one didn't come with a control, and it's got a broken battery box, which the battery box holds the rear end in. So I'm going to take some parts off the parts rig and we are going to fix this because I have a control on the way, and it's not a Tamiya controller, but it is one that will work, and I'll insert a picture of that. But that will work perfectly on this, and so I want to get this thing running because I want to be able to run this truck and several others that we have on the project list. So this is going to be a quick fix, I think, so we're going to go for that. So I'll take you along for the ride. Well, the first thing we got to do is we got to get at least the back wheel off of this. Having the bigger wheels like this, and that's the wrong size lug wrench there. So now I got to get into my bin here. Should have the right one in here. Oh, nope, it's in my other bin. Here we go. Got multiple little parts bins going here. Just keeps things arranged better. These are, I believe, 8mm nuts. Alright, so take that off of there. Now what I'm going to have to do is remove this battery box right here, this battery box end. So I will go about doing that. Should be 3 screws that hold it on. Alright, so there you can see the 9.6 volt box, and I'm going to check all the connections here while I've got this apart and look at it. So I will bring you back for that. Alright, so as you can see in there, it's a little green, but not the worst I've seen, and definitely not the worst out of the trucks that I have. So actually the parts truck that I'm getting the battery box end off of is way worse. So this is deoxyate spray, and it's a cleaner and an electronics lube, but it removes oxidation and cleans connections. And I'm gonna spray this on here, and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I have a brass brush, and I think you guys have seen this before, but it's actually right here. I'll grab it and show you. Just a brass brush from Harbor Freight. So I'm going to take it and just scrub that crud off of there. The springs actually look pretty clean. Sorry if the camera's shaking. Trying not to be too shaky. But the deoxyate will take away all that oxidation and corrosion from old batteries being left in it. so did that. Now using the tire to hold it up, I'm going to spray some more deoxide on there, and I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to grab the parts truck, and I'm going to grab what I need off of the edge. Alright, so I'm back here. This is the Radio Shack version that is our parts truck. And I'm gonna take that screw out. These are the like self tapper type where they got the little end on it, and it cuts its threads as it's going in, and the Tamiya version does not have that. Something else I'm going to need for that truck is the battery cover. So I'm grabbing that while I'm here. I'm also going to grab the crystal cover out of here because it holds this strap, which the other truck does not have, and that will assist in getting the batteries out, because it's not a battery pack type Midnight Pumpkin. Alright, so we got the crystal cover out, which has that on there, and they hot glue these in there, but they're not a big deal. So you can see that this does not have the crystal in there like the other ones do. Just kind of pop this thing back together for the time being. Got her in there. That's good enough to kind of hold the rear end as we need it. Spare parts is always a good thing to have. Alright, so we're back, and I'm not going to worry about putting the crystal cover in there right now, but I am going to get the battery box on here. So there's that. These are always a pain to open and close. Somebody screwed this one down way too tight, and now it won't turn. So I may have to end up replacing that also. But let's get this cover. Oh, it's a little bit different. So the size of the bushing is slightly different than the Tamiya one. So we're gonna have to do something about that, and let me see what we're gonna do here. Well, I've found the major differences in these trucks. You can see how big the Tamiya side is and how small the Radio Shack side is. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a piece to go around here that will cover that, and then go from there. So let's see what we can figure out. Alright, so I came up with a solution that will work for now until I can find the proper fitting battery box or make one work. Hello there, finger. You're back. Anyway, this is just a piece of metal strapping, and I'm going to, it doesn't matter if it's open there on the bottom, just has to hold the that pin into the transmission. So as long as it's or into from the rear end into the battery box. Sorry, I can't speak. But anyway, just has to hold the pin in. And so I'm going to hot glue this piece on here, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to talk to AmPro Engineering and see if I can send him one of these and have him print it out, 3D print it out and make it work, because I don't know anybody with a 3D printer. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do, and it will work as long as I keep it nice and even with the edge there, and you can just paint it flat black and nobody will ever tell the difference for now. But anyway, till I can find one, that will be my solution. Alright, so here you can see that strap that I put on there, and I just hot glued it for the time being. If it works, maybe I'll epoxy it until I can get another battery box, but I'm definitely going to get a hold of AmPro and see if he can make me a battery box. They're pretty common. They had the Midnight Pumpkin, the Monster Beetle, they even had a Blackfoot version of this, so you know, it is what it is, but that will hold the rear end in place, and now we can drive it. So as soon as I get the control, we will deal with that. This is the Radio Shack battery lid. It fits like it's supposed to. I did have to put a little tab in there. I had a little tab in my stash, and so I stuck that in there, and that worked perfect for that. But yeah, so I'll get the wheels back on this thing, and we're gonna, as soon as the control comes in, we will get that taken care of and get everything synced up and make it work. Alright, a little flat black model paint marker that's almost dried up. Worked pretty well. Just one of the little tester's pens. And now when you're looking at it from the side, I mean, unless you're really looking at it, you can't tell. So that works for me. And so next step, I'll take the body off and start cleaning up things underneath of there and check everything out, make sure everything's good. But that's all I got for tonight, guys. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.